Hey buddy, Quad Nines here, little pimpage update. Just got an order in from Channel Fireball. I sent a lot of stuff in on buy list, so thought why not use it to make foils. So anyway, got this stack is going in an EDH deck, which won't show you right now because I'll be doing a deck tech here shortly. But that's a little preview of what's going in on my new decks. In addition to getting all the sweet foils, I got this cool token, Travis Woods Grizzlebrand, because he's always brewing ways to cheat him into play. Seems right. One of the only non-cube cards and cards that wasn't for that deck that I was showing you is this Pendlehaven. It's an F&M one. It's pretty sweet. It's going in Edric, just because I've got a lot of 1/1s in there, and make them randomly bigger. Seems good. So. There are a couple. This is the only non-foil update to my cube right now. It's an Exalted Angel with all the morph creatures and stuff from Khan's block. Seemed like a good time to get one of these. I just never had a lot of. I've never had a lot of morph creatures in the cube, so I didn't really feel a need to have an Exalted Angel. It is one of the stronger ones, so. Anyway, just pick this up. Really sweet card. One of the better things you can be doing in white for 4 mana. After you play it for 3 and just flip it, because lifelinking 4/5s for 4 are good. So. Now this is the strictest upgrade that you can just about do. This is one of the few non-revised white border cards in the cube. It was the only Power I could find for a long time, and then I really wanted to wait until I could get this one in foil because it's just really, really sweet. So. The Urza's block one, the old border full, and I like the art. The flavor text is the same, but yes, this is the strictest upgrade that I had in this group. So I really like the Plow Under a lot. Now we'll kind of go through them in color order. Prismatic Lens, just really good fixing, a little bit of ramp. Lodestone Golem goes in one of my favorite decks, just the Mana Denial. So. It's a little harder to find than I thought it would be, the full lodestone. But Lotus Bloom, I just went with Modern Masters. The price difference between this one and the original pack full is just outrageous, and it's the same art. I was going to get the pre-release, but they were actually out of them at the time. So, but yeah, the Modern Master one looks pretty sweet too. This is one I actually did a trade for with my friends. I just got the GP Batterskull for a full one. I might show out for a pack full at some point, but I like this one enough. And this way I can put the regular Batterskull into a modern deck. So, in Hostilities, I talked about this card on mine and Merfolk Magic's Q podcast about really liking it more than I thought I would, but being able to destroy, say, a Batterskull for 5 seems pretty good. I'm not sure which Wrath I'm going to pull out to make room for it. I don't just like adding cards, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to pull out for this. But it looks really sweet, and it's a good card. Gifts Ungiven, just got the From the Vault ones. It's actually less than the pack full, and blue cards are some of the few ones that I don't mind. The different full treatment from the Vault. But really sweet card. Puts your opponent in a really bad spot. So, Aetherling, I waited for this to rotate. It went down a little bit. I was able to get a deal on it from a buddy of mine. So, one of the better blue finishers, and now he's shiny. Gnarled Scarhide, pretty much auto-include 1 drop out of Journey into Nyx. Now he's a shiny Minotaur with only 1 arm. One of my favorite pickups right now, Tendrils of Agony. This is the F&M art, which is also the art used, or that was used in the Magic Online cube. So just about every time I've ever killed anybody with this card, it had this art. So now I've got it in my cube. Anger of the Gods, quickly becoming one of my favorites. Red Wrath effects. I like it better than Pyroclasm, even though it's 1 more and it is double red. But being able to exile things. Troublesome creatures like Kitchen Finks or Giraffe Messenger, any of the Undying things. Undying or Persist, that is. Just really good card. Flame Tongue Kavu, one of the more efficient creatures. Still stands up today for 4 mana. You get a 4 power and deal 4 damage to something. So it's not a May ability like some of the new templating, so be careful not to kill your own creatures with your Kaivu. Avalanche Riders, there's a small land destruction theme in my cube in red, so he fits right along with it. I got the Urza's pack full over the F&M or the Time Spiral. I really didn't care that much. The art's the same on all of them, but this one just, I don't know. If I can get the original one, I try to do that. Bane Fire, one of the few fireball effects I have in cube. I must say the foil looks really, really good right here in the fire part. I like having some spells that can't be countered just to combat the control decks, because my cube has got some pretty good blue cards, so gotta offset that somewhere. This is the Buy Box Rattleclaw Mystic. If I pick up a pack full, I'll probably replace it, but this one's good, and I just wanted a full to go in the cube. I like both arts, so it's not that big a deal. But like if I pick up a pack full, I'll probably replace it. Put this in a standard deck. Boon Satyr. I picked up 2 of these, one for the cube, one for an EDH deck, and it's really cheap right now. I think it was only, I don't know, $4 or $5, and it's a really sweet card. Being able to flash it in makes it like you can ambush something. Put it on your token to trade with the creature, and then you have a 4/2 laying around. You may have seen me open this in the pack opening not long ago, the full Chord of Calling. I like the Ravnica one a little bit better, but this one is shiny and it looks really good actually. You see a lot more of the background detail in the full than I ever picked up in the regular one. Murder Shredcap. Anybody's played Modern and had this guy kill them with Malaripod, or any of the pod, with the Malaripod triggers, because it just keeps coming back and doing damage to you when you can't have a counter put on him. But yeah, this one's a little bit different art, but it's a pretty cool card. Putrefied, definitely something I think you need to have in your cube. The artifact destruction is big. It definitely makes it worth being a multicolor card. And the original Ravnica means you get the shiny Golgari symbol in the text box. So worth picking this one up over, like, say, the Dragon's Maze one. Trigon Predator. This is another card with new Modern Masters art. I really like the picture of the beast. It was kind of like a pterodactyl, I guess. But I once again, the difference between the Modern Masters price and the old, I think it's Dissension art price is ridiculous. Considering I like this art more, it was a no-brainer to get this one. Edric, picked up a Conspiracy foil. I have a Commander's Arsenal one in my Edric deck. I may actually swap these out, put the Commander's Arsenal one in here, because I just like this foiling process. And I see more often in the EDH deck than I do in the cube. So anyway, but can't have too many shiny elves, I always say. Huntmaster of the Fells, another one I waited to drop a little bit. It goes up and down, but just finally got a good deal on it. One of the better flip cards in the entire block of Innistrad. He's going to stand up for a while. He's one of the better cards you can get in these colors. And this is my new favorite card of the set. I'm playing it in Standard a lot. Thought I'd try it out in the cube since I picked up a full copy. But, I've got ways of making a lot of mana in my cube. So anytime you have that and you've got an X spell, you can do some really fun things. It's really good in Limited because they've got a smaller library. And sometimes you win just by getting rid of their library. Not to mention all the stuff you get to cast for free. So definitely, if you haven't tried this card out, definitely play it. Picked up a full Planeswalker. Domri, he's still pretty expensive. He had come down, of course, since he rotated out of Standard. He sees only slight play in Modern. And, I don't know, I try and pick up all the Planeswalkers when I can in full. And just got a good deal from a friend on this one. And then the quote-unquote best pickup for me is this Geist of St. Traff, the WMCQ promo. It's hard to find, really. A lot of people are holding on to them. A lot of the websites were sold out. Channel Fireball just happened to have one, and it was at a decent price. It wasn't a steal, but I got a feeling it'll be more in the future, so I thought I'd pick it up while I had a chance. Sorry this video's gone a little bit long, but had some pretty sweet cards to go over. The Plow Under and the Geist are two of my absolute favorites out of all these, but there are just a lot of cool cards that I picked up this time. I was looking at had my cube divided into foil and non-foil, and the non-foil section is becoming rather small compared to the overall size. So, maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll foil it out one day. But there's a lot of really expensive cards left. Anyway, be sure to look out for a deck tech. I'm not going to say which one, but it's going to be mostly full. I've spent a lot of time picking up pieces for it, and it's a lot of fun for me. Most of my friends hate it, which means I'm doing it right, or to me it does. Also, be sure and check out the Q podcast that me and Murphy Magic are putting out. It's called What's in the Box. It's posted over on his channel. It's going to be on SoundCloud. I'll try to put a link down in the description so you can go check that out. But thanks for watching.